It's a midwinter morning. New Year's Eve, actually. I'm taking a walk over nearby Chapel Common. There's not much going on. Not much to see. It's misty, and it's freezing. Not much to hear. It's quiet. Just the occasional robin or blackbird. And interrupted, of course, by the sound of people shouting for their dogs to come back. But there's a lot to smell. Everywhere, the smell of vanilla and coconut. The common gorse, Ulex europaeus, is in flower. It'll stay in flower until midsummer now, but what's the point of flowering in winter if there's nothing to pollinate it? Well, the answer is there are a surprising number of pollinators that are active at this time of year. In particular, buff-tailed bumblebees, whose queens sometimes set up winter colonies, but also a number of hoverflies, moths, flesh flies and greenbottles. Mostly large-bodied insects which are able to retain heat because of the small ratio of their surface area to their volume, although they do need a warm spell to raise their temperature enough to fly and forage. My thoughts turn to warmth right now too. Gorse burns readily and at a high temperature. It used to be prized as a firewood for ovens and kilns. Another name for gorse is furze, which derives from an Old English word, furs. I don't think it's a coincidence that the Old English word for fire is fur. Although gorsewood contains some volatile oils, it's been established that the main reason for this flammability is because gorse has a high ratio of internal dry, dead wood to the surface living wood. Also, its trunk and branches never grow to a large diameter, so there is a lot of surface area to provide sites for simultaneous flame oxidation to take place. Another scaling ratio effect. Scaling ratio effects are very significant in biology. Maths gets everywhere. So what do winter flowering and high flammability have to do with each other? Gorse is closely related to pea plants. You can see the family resemblance in the shape of the flowers. And like peas, gorse fixes atmospheric nitrogen into the soil to increase the fertility of poor soils. It is a pioneer plant, readily moving into and establishing itself in heathland or common land, particularly when grazing is stopped, or the ground has been cleared by a fire. In fact, gorse benefits from repeated fire land clearances even after it's established. Its seeds, which because of winter pollination have already been produced by the summer, the high risk time for fire, are fire resistant and quickly germinate following one. Any competitor trees and shrubs which have grown up around the gorse are eliminated, and the gorse is able to make a quick recovery, getting a head start. But for now, it's time for me to get home and warm up by the fire.